Oh man. Oh fuck. Me smoking me tea and then I'm going up to get me son. Anyway, good morning. My fucking stomach, mate, is killing me. Morning, Andrew. I'm just having a smoke and then I'm going up to get me boy. You alright, mate? I'm not normally up at this time, but I'm up ready to go get me boy. I'm going to get me son. No. I'm happy, man. I'm here for good. You know, I'm going to get Tom. I've been looking forward to it all week. I've not slept last night. My eyes are like, they were like saucers last night. I couldn't sleep. Tell you what, it's fucking lovely outside. I've been awake since about 7. I've not slept last night. I'm not joking. I know I have my son for the weekend. I'm bollocks, I am, but fuck it. Oh fuck. I'm not. Oh. I go to bed early every night, Andrew. You know, that routine doesn't change. You know, but I'm up for it. You know, I can't wait to see me boy. You know, I'm gonna go down to the chemist at 9 o'clock. And then I'm gonna go get my son. So you won't see me over the weekend much, guys, because I'll have Thomas, yeah? And what? I'm going to get some of my clothes. All my clothes are up there. I've no clothes. You know, I'm not wearing that again. You know. No, I don't need no help with my garden, bro. But thanks for the offer, bro. If I need to do the garden, mate, yeah? We have a lawnmower there. We have what we need there. It's like, you know, to cut the grass. Paddy Conroy is in that suitcase. Come on, you win, what a day, man. What a fucking day. You know. You wake up today, you're alive, you know. Is it? Yeah, mind your fucking manners, yeah? It's too early in the morning, don't start me swearing, okay? I'm going to get me boy in about half an hour. He's not in play school because he's had a bit of a cough or a bit of a cold. So, oh, what a shot! Straight in, first time, boom. You do that? Ninja shit that. Now, be nice, yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. Where's my tea? Just give me a second. Is Manchester bigger than Liverpool? I'm not too sure. Fuck. Let me be. Let me be, let me. Lovely day out in Manchester. I'm going to get me boy in about half an hour. I'm fucking bollocks. Just give me a second.
We got all sorts of games for all sorts of treatments. Lost silent senses. Games, we've got all sorts. How many other games?
Morning, Pac-Man. Morning, mate. I'm gonna go for a walk in a few minutes. I'll take yous with me. No. Has anybody watched that Beauty and the Beast about that fucking rapist in South Africa? They burnt his body, it wasn't him. You know, my man fucking faked his own death. But the coroner done an autopsy and there was no smoke in his lungs. So if he was on fire, he'd be breathing in smoke and it'd all be in his chest, right? And then I watched something last night about this Chinese girl putting arsenic in her mate's coffee. Within fucking 10 seconds of her having a sup, she starts convulsing. You know, like what happens is cyanide builds up in your stomach and it ends up being a gas. And because it's cyanide, yeah, you know what I mean? Once it gets into your system, it multiplies, then that doubles, then that doubles. And what happens is, cyanide stops the body from producing the oxygen, and what it does is it kills all your oxygen and it goes into a gas, you know, and it looks like your stomach's being fucking annihilated with a corrosive substance. Let me be. You see, I've got a degree in psychology. So's me son. Don't stop. Jill's a fucking idiot, isn't he? Yeah, I bet you I'm more educated than a couple of yous. And I got thrown out of school at 13. And I can speak a couple of languages. Not fluent, you know, but if I was in Spain or I was in Italy or I was in Dubai, I can get around, you know. Well, my dad would have been proud, you know. Oh, yeah, so I'm going out in a minute. Oh, fuck. I'm all ready. Oh. I need a bleeding shave. I was supposed to have a shower, like a shave last night, you know what I mean, when I had my shower, but it couldn't be asked. You know, I'm gonna see my son. We're going for a walk in a minute. We're going on the housing estate. I'm taking this off and putting my hoodie on. Give me a second. Will we go for a walk? Right, what time are we on? Alright people, we're going for a walk. Right, going for a walk. You're gonna have to give me a second. Right, come on we go. I'm going to get my son. I'm going to pick my boy up for the weekend. Right. Right guys, give me a second. Right, fuck it. 1 second. I'm not wearing a sleeveless top. No way. I'm gonna go get some of my clothes. Right. Give me a second, people. Oh man. Morning. We're going for a walk. And a talk at you, mate. Oh Lord. Hello. Let me be, let me be. Yeah, I live in the UK. Sorry about that. I had to change my data. Oh man. Fucking hell. Oh no chance, mate. You won't be FaceTiming me. Fuck that. No thank you, sir. This is basic. You know, this is Man City territory. Fuck Man City. Fuck Man City. Yeah, grand, yeah. His fucking forehead is like a fucking, it's all stiff and all. You know what I mean? Go on. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't even let me family FaceTime me. Like I said, this is basic. This is one of the roughest housing estates in Manchester. It's like, but I know everybody down here. You know, like I said, my family have lived here for 32 years. You know, I'm just on my way to get my son. Guys, here, give me a minute, yeah? I'm just texting Lisa, away. My is urgent and I want to speak to her to help her. Well, ring her then. Ah. Yeah, like I said, my family have lived around here 32 years. There's loads of gypsies on this housing estate. There, over there. Our Michael Collins is over there. Good. Yeah. Hang on, guys. Ooh. Sunny. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I'm black, you're Egyptian. She's part of family now. She needs help and guidance. Well, you need to reach out to her, don't you? You know. Oh. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Like I said, it's early, you know what I mean? But I've been looking forward to having me little fella, you know. I miss me lad. I've been counting the days, you know. So, yeah, I'm going up early to get him, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's a lovely day out and I want him in the garden, you know. Oh. Oh. Second bit. That's me brother's local there. You know, the other one's down there just past that van. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell, I'm out of breath already. Oh. There you go, how about that? Like I said all week, man, I've not had my clothes with me. I've had to put this top in the washing machine nearly every night. You know, my brother's t-shirts don't fit me. You know, he gave me a t-shirt last night and it ended up like a belly top. Australia. Bradford Park. You know my boy. My son had a hand in getting done for the community. Bradford Park. You know, shout out to John Scott and Dylan Allen for getting funding for the kids in Beswick. Shout out to me boy, yeah. It's like, I cared about this area, you know what I mean, and everybody knows it, and then I moved out here for like a couple of years. And now I'm back down here. Today at 1 o'clock, I have somebody ringing me. Like I said, in all fairness, it's like I'm fucking terrified. You know, I am fucking mortified. But like I said, I'm fucked. Regardless, you know, you can only, and then you break, you know. What a day out, fucking hell, mate. Yeah, like I said, see Beswick. Beswick's like Ballyfermot, everybody knows each other. My family come here over 32 years ago. I left Ballyfermot at 18. I was after getting tortured. So I come to Manchester and come back at 19. I didn't go back to Ballier, I moved into the city centre. You know, and I stepped on a few people's toes. There's no problem, bro. Yeah. You know what you're doing? Yeah. Hey, I don't have nonsense in my channel, yeah? I don't like sex offenders who have Sarah's laws. Fuck off. You know. Ah. right? Yeah, keep our children safe. You know, from anyone who's, you know, a significant risk to women and children, stay away from them. Because, bro, it's a long story, mate. I'm supposed to go to rehab, and I'm terrified. You know, that used to be a pub, you know what I mean, over there. Now it's a Tesco. You know, the Queen Victoria, that's what it was named. The Queen Vic. Nah, like I said, it's like I have the time to do it now. So, like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, you know, when you do a detox, you need to be away from your family. Otherwise, you're not going to finish it. You know, and now I have a perfect opportunity to do it. I'm fucking terrified. Like, I'm not going to lie, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid to fight people, but I'm afraid of this. You know, I've a lot of mates that are drug addicts still that told me, Jude, I'm like, how come you're still alive? Do you know the answer I get back? Jude, we never stopped taking, continue. So, you know, I'm fed up of it. I'm on a certain medication and I've been on it for 27 years. You know, so I'm fucking terrified. You know, because your withdrawals are worse than, it's worse than coming off heroin. Coming off heroin is easy. You know, I was in prison and I did it in a week. I was in bits, I was, but I got through it. You know, and then when I got out, I come straight back to England and I stayed, you know. Local high school, basic library. I put that sign on my arse. Entrance this way. How old am I? I'm 52 in August, lad. Yeah. Too fucking old, mate. Oh man, I've not slept last night, you know what I mean? It's like, it's bad. There's the gym over there, swimming pool. I want to bring my son swimming, but I need a shave. I look like a homeless fucking Kenny Rogers. Oh, you've lied. Yeah, nobody's allowed in here unless you're 18. Sorry, Australia, but you have to go. You are the weakest link, oh boy. You are the weakest link, goodbye. No. This is Manchester, Manchester, Manchester. But anyway, yeah, oh, because you're too young. I'm sorry about that. I can't have anybody under 18 and you know, this is for grown-ups. Yeah, so I'm going to chemist. Then I'm going to go pick up my boy. You know, like I said, this is basic. You know, it's one of the roughest fucking housing estates around here. But all the youths I know all of them. You know. It's one of them, isn't it? Look, I've been awake since 7. Oh, don't say the road's closed. You can fuck off, mate. I need to get in that way. How am I supposed to get into the chemist? Are you fucking joking? What's that say? Foot ahead closed? Wait, you can fuck off, mate. Are you joking or what? The fucking road's shut down. Fucking bastards. Ugh. Oh man, morning mate. Is it open?
Yeah, it's open.
Oh man, alright. Good morning. Morning, Sarah. Where's the... Ah, sister. Salam alaikum. And me... Yeah. Sarah, can you get us a cup of water? Yeah. Thank you. Oh.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Can someone put that brick in the chat? Yeah. How about that? Now, dickhead. Don't fucking annoy me, right? Or I'll ban you.
Hey? Is it? Oh,
God. Let me be, let me be. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, it's fucking warm out there. Yeah. Elvis. Yeah, anyway, good morning. I'm going to get my son. You know, like the dads out there that don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Whereas, see, mate, I'm different. You know, August, and I've got a 2-year-old and a 32-year-old. Let me be, let me be. Move your body. Let me be, let me. Don't stop, don't stop. You morning. Oh, people, you're gonna have to wait a minute, yeah? Just give me a second. I'm just in the pharmacy. Hey, what's the plan for today? What you doing? Like I said, I'm just going straight up to get me lad. Oh, fucking hell. Tell you what, it's fucking nice out. Fucking beautiful, like it's probably the hottest day so far this year. Maybe. Oh.
The last time I came here, that's 3 months ago.
Guys, give me a sec. I'm gonna mute you. Give me a minute. We have to go. We have to go this way. Uh, that's the doctors, the local doctors. You know, so I'm on my way now to get a bus, guys. Come on, you cunt. Like I said, I won't be on much over the weekend, guys. This is the reason why I'm doing me live now, because I'm going to get me boy. So yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend, you know what I mean? My priorities are intact. Do you understand? You get some fathers out there, when they break up with their partner, they don't come see their kids. Well, here, you make, you know. Guys, give me a second. I'm going to, like I said, I won't be live much over the weekend, guys, because I have Tom. My priorities are in the right place. You know, look what time it is. It's 9 in the morning. Been up since 7, waiting to go get my son. You know, I fucking love that boy more than I love myself. And it's not his fault at the end of the day. It's not his fault. Oh shit, what? Main road, mangled. Ah. Want me run to the bus stop just in case the bus is coming. Come on, this always happens to me. Fuck. Oh, I just missed one, bollocks. I just missed the bus. You twat. That's Andrew's fault. Yeah, I like it. I've had a few of them. I used to walk over there, Seamark, big fish place. Anyway, how's your morning going? You know, just been to the pharmacy. Yeah. My fucking stomach, guys, is fucking killing me. I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea, then a smoke. Yeah. Hello. Hello, good morning. Guys, if you're not 18, remove yourself, yeah? Because I don't want anyone in my chat who's fucking under 18. Okay? Because we talk about a lot of nasty shit on here. You know, we talk about recovery and addiction, and redemption, and relapse, and rehab. The 5 R's. You know, if you don't like me, no one's asking you to be here. You know, there's plenty of other channels you can go to, so fuck off if you don't want to be here. You know. AK-47, Mac 11, Glock 9s. Fuck off. Ah, fuck off. I've left the lighter there, you bastard. Right, I'm gonna have to wait. Morning, Louise. Morning to you, Lou. Forward to this since Sunday. You know, I didn't sleep much last night in all fairness because I have a lot of shit in my head at the minute. You know, I'm thinking about going into rehab to come off of medication. Now, the thing with this medication is it's a substitute for something. I've been on it 27 years. When I first come on the cesspit, I told everybody, listen here, I'm not perfect. I'm on medication over 20 years. And then PD come into the chat and turned around on the cesspit. Lou, were you in there that night? When PD destroyed me, he fucking ruined me. You know. He come in the chat and he goes, Villain boy, how come you have Jude on your channel? He's an ex-smackhead. Hey, he got run out of Ireland for robbing drug dealers and he shot a few people. I nearly died, Lou, because I buried that. Allegedly, I did certain things. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I did. I've shot a couple of people. You know, here's me bus, but I was young and dumb, you know. I was trying to impress the lads, you know. Anyway, it's like, look, I'm not like anybody on here. I purposely paused my monetization to prove to you that I care about you. Do you understand? Hey, everybody else on YouTube is here for the money. I'm here to help people and to put lonely people together who are very lonely, you know. People come on YouTube because they're lonely. That's why I made my channel, you know. And Lou, how mad is this? PD come to meet me. He was in my house with my son. £2 please, bro. What? You reckon? No, I'm going all the way up to Openshaw, mate. I ain't walking. Oh. But I met PD. He come to me house, you know, with 3 suitcases. I said, what's the suitcases for? He said, I'm going to America. He had hold of me son. When Thomas was a baby, PD come to meet me now. I always wanted to meet him for different reasons. Not to come and have tea and biscuits. Yeah, he come, shook me hand, said, listen, I apologise about that. I said, listen, it's in the past. Come on, me get a cup of tea. You know, me mum died. He offered to pay for me flight to Ireland. You know, a lot of people give him a lot of stick and all, but he's got a good heart. You know what I mean? He wanted to donate money to my channel and I said no. You know, he said, Jay, get an active PayPal. I haven't got one. Do you understand? It's like I don't profit off this. This has always been about networking, bringing people together. You know, and I'm very good at that. You know, and everybody has an ulterior motive and an angle on YouTube. I don't have any. This isn't a financial gain. Do you understand? I don't make money off this app. Not a penny. In fact, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I don't make a penny. Have you got them in the buses in Ireland? USBs at the back of the chair. Yeah, he's a mad bastard, he is, but He's alright, he's got a good heart. You know what I mean? He picked my son up and had me boy in his arms, you know what I mean? I've met a few people off here, Lou. You know, I've met Lee, I've met PD, I've met Aztec Media Aaron, I've met Monk Ben. He drove up, he had a job up here, and he come see me. So a few people out of the community has come and visit me, you know. But PD's alright, you know what I mean? Like when you're with people are different offline, you know, we're not all on here for carnage, you know what I mean? Could rage bait everybody. I met Zeus as well, that's right, Lou, yeah. I met Jimmy the Gent, I give him a nickname. You know what, you see that man? He is one of the nicest men I've ever met. You know, and I mean, like I said, he's a good lad. You know, and I'll be honest with you, I looked in his eyes, yeah, and shook his hand, mate, and he didn't blink once. I mean it. I'd say out of everybody I've ever met on here, including Foxy, you see Jimmy Zeus, even though he's a bit older than me, I'd say that fucker can have a go. And I'll tell you what, them Scousers are game. You know, they're like the Irish, we don't give a fuck, you know, what nice what. You have to be humble, but you know, sometimes you get people that are rude. I deal with racism and prejudice every day on my channel. I have people call me a drug addict, call me an Irish bastard, call me a Fenian, insult me family, you know, but they wouldn't meet me, you know. And shout out to Baldy McDonough from Fallowfield, saying you were going to do this to me and that to me and what have you. Hunt up 4 times, giving me location, I even pinged where I was, and you were with your mates, weren't you? And I was on my own. You still didn't come around the corner, did you, you fucking prick? Like I said, I'm not on here to cause trouble. Like, I don't mind finishing it, you know. I don't give a fuck. You throw your hands at me and straight away I can read you within a minute. Do you understand? And I'll just kick you if I have to, and I don't miss. You know, I'd probably dislocate my knee, but I've still got one bang in it for you, you know. Let me be, let me, don't stop, don't stop. Do. Yeah, I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, dived in the shower, you know, give the Arsenal a wash. Doesn't need a wash. I had a shower last night as well. Like I said, after night, I like having a shower before I go to bed. You know, so the last few nights, it's like I just don't have my razor with me. You know what I mean? I look like a homeless fucking Kenny Rogers.
The next stop is Wood Street.
Nah, listen, there's people out there that are very sick. You know, I'm very lucky. You know, I've got me health at the minute. The one thing I have going for me is I don't touch alcohol. So me liver is okay. It's just me kidneys. You know, I've noticed something every time I go to the toilet. Right, you know when you have a wee and there's loads of bubbles, that means that your kidneys aren't good. I googled it, right, and it says, you know, when a man has a pee in the toilet and there's bubbles, that means that it's an indication to show you that your kidneys are not working the way they should be. You know, when you have a wee in the toilet, there shouldn't be any bubbles. You know, I have horrendous side effects from the medications I'm on. Every day I bleed. You know, it's not nice. Like I said, I told my doctor and he said to me, Jude, you've got a tear in your stomach that's filling up with air. It's like every time I go to the toilet, it's just air coming out of me, you know, and like I'm in the worst condition in my life to go into rehab. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it or not. I could end up leaving the program because at the end of the day, it's like I'm going on something that's going to help me come off this medication. It's called Bufadol, and you inject it into your arm, and it's a blocker. It blocks all the neurotransmitters in your head that, see, what it does is it tricks your receptive system into believe. So what happens is Buvidal cancels out everything. Do you understand? It's like Subutex, but I've never taken that. But this is the way forward. So I have to get myself down to 30, and once I do that, I'm going into rehab. You know, like I said, for 8 years on this, I've told you from day one on the cesspit, I'm on medication a long time. I shied away from the fact, you know, until you walk a mile in a man's shoes, you don't understand. You know, most of my life I tried to block out shit, because when I was a kid, I lit a fire in the house and it went up on my little brother, 2.5 years old, and my sister, 7 months old, got burned to death because I lit a match. You know, so I've had to live with that all my life. I had them coming to me at night on fire, screaming, saying I'm a bad brother and I didn't save them, and fucked up dreams, you know. Now, in all fairness, you don't come to me anymore, you know, but when my mum passed and my dad passed, I'll be honest with you, when my dad passed, I was devastated, honestly. But you know, when my mother went, do you know what I used to say, right? You can have 5 daddies, but you'll only have 1 mammy. And you know what? You know, she said to me, when I'm gone, I'm not here, you're gonna miss me. And you know what? It's like she could see into the future, because it broke me. When I lost my ma, I lost my, you know, and I ended up getting, I said before that, I got sectioned, you know, and he put me on a lot of antipsychotic medication, you know, and it's for me not to trigger. Like, I try to help people. Like I said, listen, you need to, if you're struggling with mental health, addictions, or alcoholism, do something about it. You know, yeah, I'll have a brew. I'm not far from open. Sure, I'm on the bus. I texted you this morning, sugars. There might be the signal. I'm on my data. I couldn't sleep last night, Lisa. You know. Alright, Stephen. Nah, look, real talk. Look, I don't care whether you like me or whether you hate me or not. You know, that's your choice. You don't have to like me, but I'm just talking about experiences that nearly ended me. Like, when I lost my mum, I'm not joking you, my heart broke. Do you understand? And a part of me is like gone forever. Like, if you've got your mammy in your life or your daddy and you fell out with them, fix it. Because at the end of the day, if you have an argument with your parents and something happens to one of them, you're gonna feel guilty forever, and it never goes away. And there's no tablet you can get to stop you thinking about your dead mum. Do you understand? Like I said, I got a lot of good qualities from my mum. You know, it's like, now all my family drink. I don't touch alcohol at all. I don't like it. I don't like the way people act when they're drunk, you know. My father was a bowsy. Shout out to America. My father, when he drank, he was violent. Do you understand? When I was a kid, like, I used to see him coming in drunk after spending my mum's wages, and a big row starts, and I'm in bed, and I can hear it. And at the end of the day, I'm not my dad. And the way I see it is, yeah, I'm not my father. You know, my father was a man. When I say a man, he used man. My father used to say to me, men don't cry. And I don't know whether he was trying to learn me a life lesson or toughen me up, but I can't help it. I love people. Do you understand? I'm a people person, and I don't need alcohol or drugs to fix every day. You know, Ant-9 I'm prescribed, you know. But there's a lot of people out there that are lost. There's a few people on here that tried to end their life and reached out to me, and now they're flying. You know, they have their own channels, bringing in their own audience, you know, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Like Finn's hit over 1,000. If you're not a member of Finn's channel, Finn, I'll come a member of your channel tomorrow, right? I promise you. I'll definitely be a member of Finn's channel. I backed Finn from the start. I always knew he had it in him to get 1,000 subs. And once you get 1,000 subs on YouTube, that's your channel established. I'm 300 subs away from 5,000. You know, and I'm building. And Monday, if I've only 300 subs left, on Monday, I'm going over to TikTok, and I'm going to bring Finn with me. I'm going to bring Francie with me. I'm going to bring Ricky with me. I'm going to bring Pablo with me. I'm going to bring Andrew, Richard, you know, Mr. Stephen there, Lou, everybody who's been positive. Yeah, you know. Like I said, I'm trying to deal with a few things at the minute, you know, I'm juggling a few things. Hey, Leash, you know, yesterday, Mark, he got Botox in his forehead. I'm getting it, I am. It's 120. It's 120 pounds. I'm getting, see them crow's feet? I'm getting rid of them. Now, I'll tell you one thing, yeah? When my brother told me he got Botox, I was calling him a fairy, yeah? Men getting Botox. Bro, come on, man. But after he got it, I'm like, here, much is that? And then, yeah, he had another treatment, a skin something it's called. I don't know what the process or the thing's called. But, Mark, he went over to Dubai to get his teeth done, right? He didn't go to Turkey. But he's gone back over. He's chipped one of his veneers. You know what I mean? Like, that's like £400 to have a. I don't know whether he's getting a cap on it. Oh, I'm looking forward to a nice cup of tea. You know, like I said, I have to hit this target. I won't be on a lot over the weekend because I'm going to have my little man with me, you know. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this. Thank you. Like I said, at least the traffic's really bad. You know, I'm only at the toil place. But I've been up since 7 this morning, you know what I mean? I was like I dived in the shower last night about 10:30. The water wasn't working, but I come back on last night, so I'd only see this top. I've had to put it in the washing machine every day. Yeah. Yeah, I've got them. But nah, look, I'll be honest with you. If I go into rehab, it's Germany. I have a friend in Ireland who was shot 3 times, and in the hospital they put him on painkillers, right? Now, what happens is in Dublin, if you want to act like a bleeding gangster, you be treated like that way. You know, you carry yourself a certain way, you don't look for trouble, you know, if it comes your way, deal with it, but other than that, you know, I'm very humble, me. You know, when I come to England at first, when I was 18, there was English people that helped me, not Irish people. It was an English lady that helped me, and I had nothing in the house. I had a bed and a kettle, and she gave me a fridge, a cooker, and a sofa. I think she must have looking at us and feeling sorry for us. She said, "Love, I've been in this situation before." So I accepted her help, you know what I mean? And the day after, all our family were knocking on with food and knocking on to apologise, and I didn't even realise who the family was. The Bells from Manchester. The little brother was sprayed with a Mac 10, and I moved in a week later, and my man is pointing out bullet holes over my door. I was like, here, I got away from Ireland, from all that. And then I come to Manchester. How far, mate? I am not walking.
But if you want the next couple of stops, I've got you're going to Ashton. I'm going to try and get to Ashton.
Sweet. Hey, the road is blocked, Lisa. So look, everybody's getting off. I ain't getting off. Hell no. It's not his fault. Yeah, there's an accident up ahead, a crash. So I'm not in a hurry, you know what I mean? I'm staying. Look, everyone has to walk. I ain't getting off the bus. Are you getting off the bus, love?
No.
Me neither. Hey, I ain't running from here home or up to where I used to live. No way. Hey, Lise, I'm gonna build something in the garden for me. You know, I'm gonna, you know, the only way I can do this is by giving it to me as a gift. You know, I don't want money in my PayPal link. Why do you think I don't have one? Now, it's up to the people that I helped to do a nice gesture or our courtesy for me. This shed is going to cost about 5 ton. If I can raise half of it on here, I'll put the rest to myself. People don't help me, they don't have to. You know, you owe me nothing. You know, I did it sort my own back. I could have, at the start, I had my channel monetized, and I paused it just to show you that I'm not here for the money. I come here to help people. There's not many people like me in the community. You know, everybody's after that. I don't even have a coffee link. Okay, I don't make a penny on here, but here, see when I go over to TikTok, hey, 8,000 videos I'm gonna upload. Of 8,000 videos ready. That'll turn into about £2,600. You see, I don't need your money. All I have to do is unpause me monetization, and I don't want to do that. You know why? Because as soon as I unpause my monetization, I'm gonna have 50 members. That's £100. And what I'll do is I'll put that money towards a shed, because I need a location to do me live. I can't do it in the garden. I want another shed, so I'm gonna leave it up to people. If they want to fucking donate to it, they can, and if they don't want it, they don't have to. Anything I've ever got in life, I bought myself. There's an accident on the road, so we're not moving. I'm not far from Smithfield. I'm at the tile shop. You know. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry, you know what I mean? Is Tom ready? Let me be, let me. Don't stop. Don't stop. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Just that waiting, okay. I've been awake since 7 this morning. I could not sleep last night, man. I had fucking nightmares. You know. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't like to be in a taxi. Imagine that. I know. Hey, I've had to wash this top every night. You know, Mark lended me a t-shirt last night and it looked like a belly top on me. I was like, bro, look, my belly's sticking out. You know, you can see me belly button and all. I was like, that's too small, bro. You know, I was like, bro, you've given me a t-shirt for an 8-year-old. You know, I was like, bro, the size of that t-shirt, that's never gonna fit me. He said, just have a go, come up to me belly there, look, you can see me belly button. But yeah, it's like I was waiting. Like, I woke up about 6 times last night. Well, yeah, if I go into rehab, there's a gym in it, and I'm just gonna hit the gym. I have a friend, Ian Gibbons, who got shot 3 times in Ireland, and so I have a friend, yeah, who ended up having 3 people come to shoot him. So when he got shot, the hospital put him Gibbo. So the hospital put him on Oxycontin, yeah. Now he didn't realise he was gonna get addicted to them, but because of his pain, like if you get shot, like a bit of a lot of flesh come off, you know. They shot him side on. He was at his door and he went, who is it? Next of all, bang. You know what I mean? You're behind your door and I hear you. I know exactly where you are, so I'm going through the door. You're behind there and I hear you going, who is it? I'm going, bang. And that's what happened to him. And he ended up on Oxycontin and he was fed up with it. So he went to rehab in Germany. So long story short, I might have to go to Germany for 6 months on my own. No hash, no bud. It's gonna be long done. But listen, and I'll tell you, I've climbed bigger hurdles in my life and I'll do this. You know, I don't want to go to Germany for 6 months. I don't know anybody over there, not one person. But there's this sister and a priest that run this recovery program for 90 days. Do you understand? Now, 6 months, it's a bit more than 90 days. But if you see the full program through, you leave Germany with nothing in your system, just blood and DNA. I watched a thing last night called Beauty and the Beast, and it was all about this girl, this black lady that was a big influencer. She was very good at makeup, owned her own company. You want to see her houses? Like the houses are cheap in South Africa, depending where you live. Like there's rich parts and there's poor parts. You know, there's gangs everywhere. the number they call them. I am the 28, the 26, and the 27. I am the number. You know, after he did that, I am not the gay. You know, when he did that interview with Ross Kemp, he got murdered a few days later. You know, the hierarchy said, listen, you've been talking to people, mate. I'm dying for a cup of tea. Guys, give me a minute. BB water is her. BB water is her called. Hey, son. Daddy coming? Daddy coming to get Thomas? Are we gonna get in this car? Hey, what a day it is, son. Yeah, that's why I said I'd come up early, Lisa, because I want to get him, so I have him Friday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and I'll bring him back on Sunday. I might be going up to Saoirse's on Sunday for the night. She said she's going to make me dinner. She said, Dad, are you going to come up? So I said, listen, I have your brother the weekend, so I might be up on Sunday night. So she's going to make me some food and watch a movie with her, you know. Yeah, there's a crash on the new road.
The next stop is Westlake Street.
Which kids? Which kids? I need me razor, look. I've got a hairy face. Oh, right, yeah, they're grand. Like, I've not seen her, you know what I mean, since I come home, like, but... Oh, I did, she come up, yeah, she come up the next day. Oh, yeah, look. There's an ambulance over there. And police over there. Oh, shit. This is bad. It's well bad. You're getting back on, love. So over there, look, right, so there's police up here, right, so there's been an accident. And see this road? This road is very, it needs to be, wow. Look there, look. Wow, look at that. Ambulances, police cars over there. That must be serious. You know, like I said, it's like, I went out the other day, Lisa, in that RS4, right? It's a £100,000 car, £8,000 car, right? And it's all carbon fibre all around it. I didn't know that, but you know the way he is, yeah? He's a flash cunt. But, yeah, you're going to... Well, here, the traffic is moving now. We've got past the accident, so... I just hope everybody's okay. Like, you know... I forgot me lighter, so I'm now light. Morning, Glenn. It's going alright, bro. I've not slept much last night, you know, because I was anticipating my little boy coming today, you know what I mean? So I couldn't sleep. It was like Christmas, you know, when you can't sleep because you're excited. You know, like, I'm not at home anymore. I'm back at me mum's, but you know me son. He's the most important thing in my life. You know. And at the end of the day, I'm not like
Next
everybody
stop
else.
is Victoria Street.
You know, I never come here for money. I come here to help people from killing themselves. I'm a mental health advocate. You know, yeah, I'm a mental health advocate, and it's like there's a lot of lonely people that come on YouTube, but they won't admit it. You know. But I'm very good at networking. I put people together. I'll give you a prime example. Finn is on over 1,000 subs, and he listened to me. I told him, trust me Finn, you've got a great channel, believe in yourself, make loads of content. And Finn, out of everybody, I'm so proud of him. You know, I'm Fable. Fable's a good lad. He learned Finn how to play the guitar. This is what networking does when you put people together from all walks of life. Because a lot of people come on social media because they're lonely. You know, but not a lot of people admit that. You know, because it's a sign of weakness. But no, you can't compromise your heart. You know, the biggest thing you can give away in life is your time, your heart, and your trust. 2 more stops, Lise. Yeah, he's getting married. He sent me an invite. I don't know. I hope I'm going to go. You know, but if I'm in a different country in a rehab, I won't be able to. But I'm gonna put myself through 9 months of hell. But I'll have my son with me and my other kids. You know, Daddy has to do this, or Daddy won't be here in 3 years. How about that? You know, I'll tell you something. My doctor told me, Lise, that I didn't tell you. He said, if things carry on the way they are, Jude, you won't be here in 3 years. You won't see 55. You know. Oh, shit, this is my stop. Oh, man. Wow. Right, Lise, look where I am. Thank you, mate. Thanks a lot. Yay, I'm going to get a cup of tea. I'm going to get me son, you see. Oh, look at that baby. Yeah! Mate, you're dropping, girl. Let me move your body. Let me be, let me be. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting a few clothes leaks because I've had to wash this every fucking night in the washing machine. You know. But like I said, I love the shower in me Mars. You know what I mean? It's fucking great. You know, just step in it for 10 minutes. Give the arsenal a wash. You know. I'm going to get me son. This is Manchester. This is open shop. This is another tough area. See this area? That boozer opens at 10 o'clock every morning. Now look where I am. Lisa, I'm gonna cut through Harpo's estate. But let me be, let me be. Yeah, I'm not far away now. I want to show you something up here. So, this is Lime Square. Now, I want to say this, so, I've not even mentioned it to Lisa, right? So, I have a gypsy, yeah? And he goes to the name of Baldy McDonough from Fallowfield. I did a live a few months ago, and I turned around and I called a gypsy bastard, right? Now, this fella heard me saying it and started a bit of trouble. Started saying, yeah, you don't know who my family is here. You don't know who mine is, dickhead. You didn't show up. Only for me missus to you. I'd have killing you. Nah, listen. This fella, Lisa, he insulted me. He called me a junkie bastard and told me he'd smash me to bits. So I said, well, tell you what, I know all your family. I know the family on the housing estate that's related to you. So, if you want to fucking be a dick, I'm cutting through the estate leaks. Now, well, here's the thing, Lise. I don't look for trouble. I have people that come in and out of my life that'll give me a bit of stick. But this fella, I pinged me location a few weeks ago when I was getting milk. You know, and I seen him. But he was with two other lads. He wouldn't come on his own because he's a gypsy bastard. You know, fuck him. And fuck his family too. You know, I don't give a fuck about him. You know, why should I care about a prick like that? You know what I mean? Or dismantle him. You know what I'm like, Lise. I'm a nice guy. I'm a humble guy. You know, but if you try to take liberties with me, I'll punch fuck out of you. You know, I don't look for trouble. It just seems to find me, but, you know, time will tell. Like I said, me mate went to Germany for 90 days because he knew in his heart he couldn't do it on his own. And I know in my heart, I'm doing it on my own. You know, nobody seems to understand addiction. I want to learn about it, so I have to do this. Because if I don't, I'll be dead before I'm 55. My doctor told me, and me community care worker told me, Jude, this is a big fucking thing. You know, I said, the worst that can happen. She said, you can die. I can fucking die. At least I'm not far. Look. I'm walking up the side of that road, yeah? Won't be long. It's just one of them things, isn't it? Well, listen, I'm not asked. I can't help if people call me names. And the only solution to fix the problem is to meet somebody. You know, I don't care whether you with 3 people or not. You know, I'd have find the 3 of them. I'd have head kicking him and a couple of combos. Boom! You know, when I met Lisa, I tried to be that guy. I tried to forget about my past. You know, put my past on hold. But what I didn't realise was it was going to resurface. You know, and I'll be honest with you, I've been shot, allegedly. I've been stabbed. I've been tortured. I've been burnt. You know, and I never told on me mates. That's why a few people said, you know, I see Jude. He'd be a perfect soldier. But listen, we all have pain thresholds. Do you understand? We all have a pain threshold. And once you surpass that, you know, like I said, my pain is on a fucking, on my knee. It's like an 8 out of 10. Sometimes it's annoying. I'm on the street, love, I'm walking. But recovery is not a fucking country club, it's forever, okay? Now, I'm gonna have a cup of tea, a quick smoke. Then I'm gonna go back to Beswick. I'm gonna get my son out. And yeah, we're gonna head. Like I said, it's a nice day out, you know, and I want me boy to enjoy this. And speaking of boy, I'm gonna say goodbye to you, right? And I'll be back on a little bit when I'm on my way back with my son. Yeah, thanks for coming in, you man. I'll turn we out.